Hello everybody. I didn't know I was going to come on this evening, but you know that's just the way it goes when you got things to do. Let me get my apron so I can put it on and tie it in the back. I hope y'all are doing okay. It's Sunday and it's about 8 o'clock in the evening. I would come in here and I would start doing what I was going to do, and then all of a sudden the tornado sirens went off, and then I got out and got me and Mother put in our safe closet in the middle of the house and got us pans for the top of our head, and so that's what I've been doing most of the evening, is off and on doing that. But I need to make Granny's banana pudding, because I know someone that's sick and I need to take them something good that they'll enjoy. And that's just what we do in the South. If somebody dies or somebody's sick, you take a covered dish. So that's what we're going to do. So I just get plain old vanilla wafers. This is a 16 ounce. We don't need that much. We're going to do about 12 ounce. So we'll take probably that. About like that. Let's do about 12. Okay, about like that. Put them in your covered dish. And then I'm going to take I've only got 4 bananas, but usually I put in 6. I just don't have them right now. So we'll take those and we'll layer those. I'm going to cut that off. I don't like having a mess with those things on there. Stems. So I just cut them off. Saves me time. It's not wasting that much, and I don't have to worry with it. I can just peel my banana easier. Just peel my banana easier. Now, get that off there. I keep my bananas in the refrigerator because we eat one every morning, and I'll go to the store tomorrow, so we'll be okay in the morning. I saved one back for Mother's cereal. Now I'll get those peeled down just like that. And they'll just sit there and we'll just chop them. Try to get them. I better do it a little slower because it's not a vegetable. I better do it where they all be kind of uniform. I bet y'all like banana pudding. I remember as a child, every Sunday we had banana pudding. Didn't matter if there was a cake or a pie or something that went along on Sunday, we still had banana pudding. Then we'd have it, most of the week, because that just got better and better every day, seemed like. And just because these bananas turn dark, it doesn't mean they're ruined. You can keep this banana pudding. What I may do is just go ahead and put a little of the lemon juice in it, just because I can. I think it kind of dispels a little bit. There used to be that fruit fresh, but I've never used it. My grandmother used it, but I've never. Put a little lemon juice just down in that. That citric acid will kind of just, you don't want a whole lot. just kind of put on there a little bit, you know. Now all we do is just lay them right there on top. We'll use some of the crackers, vanilla wafers for later. Okay, we've got that part done. That's easy. That's so easy. And now, this is not a hard recipe. It's real easy. I didn't have quite enough whipping cream. That's Granny Pat's pan that I use. So, I know everybody gets mad at me for using this sucralose, but you know, with diabetes, this is the way I feel about it. If you eat too much sugar, you're going to die. If you're a diabetic. If you use sucralose, they say it'll cause cancer within 30 years. Well, I'll be dead anyway, so I'm just going to use my sucralose. So don't write in and tell me all this stuff about how bad it is and use honey. If I wanted to do that, y'all, I have 2 degrees. I know what I'm doing. You can do what you can use no sweetener if you want to, but I'm doing what I want to. So that's just all I'm going to say about that ever. So I'm going to do a 1/2 cup of sweetener. Yeah, I'm really a bullheaded person when it comes to people telling me how to do things. I've lived this long and I know what I'm doing, and it's never caused any trouble. And I think everybody should do what they want to, so I don't tell anybody what to do. I may include instructions here if y'all ask a question, but other than that, I do not tell people what to do. Because it's none of my damn business what they do. Whether it be religion, politics, affairs, sex, whatever. I don't care. Okay, I'm just going to mix that sweetener in with that sugar. That was the pure cane sugar that I used. It's kind of off-white. Oh, Billie Jean, messy, you know. I'll just mix that around in there. That'll give me half less sugar than the whole cup. And that's just what I'm going to do today. Now I'm going to get 2 tablespoons of flour. I'm just going to put them down in here. 1, 2. I can go ahead and cut my flour on a little bit. I love these Dolly Parton ones. They were $1, y'all, at the dollar store. I love them. For $1, they're heavy, they're pretty, whatever. And I like Dolly Parton. I met her a couple of times. She's a sweet lady. Okay. Let me put a little salt in that. We gotta have a little salt, y'all. Can't leave out the salt. It says a dash. Well, that's a dash. That's my dash. Now I think I needed 2 cups of heavy cream, but I don't have it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to see how much cream I do have. And then I'm going to add some water to that to make a cup. Then I'll go ahead and leave it in the recipe. Then I'm going to add a cup of regular milk. It says 2 cups, so we do go ahead and finish off our recipe with our 2 cups of milk. Okay. All right. said I should have whisked the cream in and I shot the gun, but that's okay. It'll all work out. That'll work out. Let me get that up and going. Now I'm going to add 3/4 cup of butter, but I'm not going to add that much because I don't want that much. I've only got 2 sticks and I need butter for in the morning, so I'm going to add one stick. Now if I was doing this, I didn't go to the grocery store today and I didn't know I was going to do this, so I'm just going to add my 1 stick, which would be, 1 stick will give you that 1/3 cup. 1/4 cup is a half, so you got 1/2 cup, so we're not off too bad. We're not off too bad. So we'll just let that, let me kind of cut that down, let's stir that. Okay, I'll cut y'all off till I get this. Okay, let me get a glass, because we've got to have 4 eggs. 4 yellows. Just 4 yellows. All we got to have is 4 yellows. So I'll use my separator. Now I've got that to where got the butter melting, so I thought I'd go ahead and get these yolks done. Now, I know a lot of y'all, most of y'all, don't like meringue, so I'm not going to put meringue on this like grandmother did, because it's kind of a fad that has gone out in a way. So I'll pick up some more whipping cream and I'll do a whipping cream. It's good just by itself though, I'm going to tell you. But I can use these in the morning instead of my meringue. I can use those in the morning. Let me rinse this. I try to get stuff washed and dried and put back in the drawer so I don't have so much to do. Y'all, my back is still better, but today I got up and it was a little bit wonky, feeling like when Granny Pat and I had our chat last night, I was fine. I'm still fine. It's just that I had a feeling that sciatic nerve. Now that's not what I went to chiropractor for. I went for pain, yes, but I'm going to go ahead and turn that back up to about a 6. And we want to stir that constantly so it'll start to thicken. I'm going to get that thickened. We're just going to do that till it begins to thicken. Because what we're going to have to do, let me move these. We're going to have to temper those eggs so that they don't scramble. You know, make the, they'll just, you got to do it just a little bit at a time. Let me get I've got my baby whisk. I can use my baby whisk here. Be fine. Now we're just going to whisk our egg yellows. Now something I do, let me get it and I'll be right back. I would go in the other cabinet to get it. Okay, that's kind of getting thicky there. I use my McCormick banana extract. It's not in this recipe, but it's just something I do. You don't have to have it at all. It's just something I do, so I just don't know what people write and tell me. So that's why I've been kind of crucial, because I see all these posts and comments and emails, and it has nothing to do with my daily life. So I have to be kind of stern, because I want everybody to be happy and all that, but I just can't deal with feeling downtrodden. I already have enough depression stuff going on, much less. So I know y'all understand. So if you have banana flavor, this is what I'm going to start doing. If you have banana flavoring, then put about half a teaspoon. I'm getting my little deal. Just into that milk. Put that back up on your shelf. Okay, now we've got this going. Let me cut that down to low, because I can't stir and do that at the same time. I'll kind of push that off back there until I get my Melmac. This old Melmac ladle that Grandma used, and we'll just put about a tablespoon or two just to temper these eggs so they don't scald. You know, you just want to kind of temper them a little bit, and that's the way I do it. Then you don't have scrambled eggs, because if you did, you'd have scrambled eggs. You don't want scrambled eggs. So see there, we got it without any scrambling going on. Billie Jean, you made a mess. Get it cleaned up. Okay, now then, we want to cook this. We're going to put this back in the saucepan. We're going to put our egg mixture back in the saucepan. Get all of it out. There we go. Now, cut that up. Cut your fire back up. We're going to cook this cream. We'll do it about medium heat, which would be about a 4. Takes about 4 or 5 minutes, but till it will coat that spoon, you know, kind of coat it. Now, I'm not going to even taste this. I'm going to see, it's getting thicker, y'all. That's what you want. Smells like banana pudding to me. Doodly-doo, doodly-doo. We're going to turn that up just a hair. We want it to get thicker. It's doing it. It's getting thicker. So when it stays on the back of the spoon, thickness. I like to cook it long enough that I know that it's going to set up and be good. There's nothing like a good banana, homemade, cooked banana pudding. I will not use pie filling or instant pudding. I just can't do it, y'all. This is so easy, I just cannot allow myself to go down that road. Now, when I get so destitute and so I can't do anything else, then maybe I will. Now watch that and keep stirring. Don't let it burn, because you'll have a bad mess on your hands if you do. I sure had a good time last night in our live chat. I hope y'all did. There's a few comments that were not very nice, but I just overlook them. You know, I try to do the best I can. Now that's getting thick, y'all. See how thick that's getting? You want it to where it'll stay on that spoon good. So we'll let that kind of just cook a little bit, because you want it to get thick. It has to cook. Remember, like white gravy, like I show you white gravy. I've had this where it wouldn't set up, so I used cornstarch in it with a little water. It takes that moment and it'll finally just start getting thick all of a sudden. With this ironstone pan, it's easy not to burn it. That's good. Now in them other old pans, boy, you'd burn it in a second. Okay, it's getting thick enough. It's starting to get thicker. Now we'll put our 2 teaspoons of vanilla in there. 1. Gotta have your Mexican vanilla, y'all. Gotta have your Mexican vanilla. That's what you do. I'll be back. Let me get my bowl to pour. I'm going to let this set for 20 minutes. Okay, I've got the kitchen kind of cleaned up, and I let that this cool for about 15 to 20 minutes. And it's gotten thicker, but once you get that in here and put it in your ice box, it'll continue to, and it'll thicken. So I'm just going to put all that in my pan. Get that on the, make sure your bananas are all covered, because that's what I think, or that's what helps them to, causes them, I just think it kind of helps them. It's not going to keep them from turning dark. Just smooth that out. That's a big bowl of banana pudding. And Mother and I could not eat that whole thing, even though it's got the less sugar. Now what I do, I just take a few of these little get me a little bowl, and I just put a few in there, I don't know, handful, something like that. And then I get my pestle that I use for my grinder, and I just kind of crunch them up. You can do that in a little Ziploc bag, or however you want to do it. It's just the way I do it. And sometimes now, if I'm having a dinner party and I serve this, I would keep a bowl of these already crunched, and after I dipped it out, because this is gonna get soggy. They're kind of married together, and I put a hand, about that much in the bowl after I dip out for each person. That gives them a little crunch. And then I'll add, some sometimes chopped maraschino cherries. But so what I'll do is I'll just take this and just put it around here on the top. Now I'm going to put this in the ice box overnight. Because I want it good, and that being in that covered dish. Well, the cover's not on it, but the dish. Okay. I'll let y'all know how it tastes and how I've made it 1,000,000 times. I know it's going to be so good. Wish y'all had some of it. Because if you like, I'll put a piece of tin foil over this and I'll put it in the refrigerator overnight, and about 24 hours, at least 8 hours. But here's the banana pudding, and I hope that y'all have a good rest of the week. God bless you, God bless us, God bless this United States, because we do need it. And like I said, Mom and I are fine. I'll come on live just as soon as I can. And I wish y'all had a bowl of banana pudding, Granny's banana pudding. Bye-bye.